If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that's really the whole idea, that we want to be able to have not only longevity, but we want to cover distance. We want to do things properly. So then we're here to stay and we create long-term impact. Welcome to the It Matters podcast. I'm your host, Walter Perez, and let's dive in as we help you grow your mindset and elevate your leadership. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the It Matters podcast. Thanks for joining me in another episode. I'm Walter Perez. I'm your host, and I'm excited that we're on this journey together as we continue to learn, grow, adjust along the way, and we get to be better a little bit today, and we get to be better every day along the way, so we can lead well, we can lead others well, and hopefully we're just creating some good impact along the way. And so today, I wanted to chat about leading in teams. One of the things I've had a big privilege, a great privilege, is to lead in multiple types of teams, whether I'm leading a project, whether I'm leading a business or a team of some sort. It has been such a gift to be able to work with others and be able to come together and do great things. And so I wanted to bring this up because sometimes in leadership, especially when you're starting out or when you're learning more, we can focus on this idea that it's all about the leader. It's all about the person in charge. It's all about the person in the front. And we got to be careful, because when we make it all about the leader and when we make it all about ourselves and forget about the team and the community we have around us, well, things can get a little bit messy. I'm reminded of that one quote that says that if you are leading and nobody is following, you're only taking a walk. So my heart desire is that I don't want to be a person or be inviting individuals along the way that are only taking walks. I want them to be mindful and intentional about their leadership, and not only investing in themselves, but are investing in others. That other quote also, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And that's really the whole idea, that we want to be able to have not only longevity, but we want to cover distance. We want to do things properly. So then we're here to stay and we create long-term impact. And so one thing that I've learned about building teams, one thing that I've learned about working with teams is that if you want to make an impact, if you want to have longevity, if you want teams to create things that are going to last, and you want your vision to not only outlast you, but to have great impact, you're going to have to invite people on, and you're going to have to invite them into the creating process. So you don't want to just delegate. You don't want to just tell them what to do. You don't ever want to micromanage. You want to be able to lead and pass on responsibility. But one of the ways that you do that is by passing on ownership. And one of the things that I have learned that works really good when it comes to passing on ownership, or one of the methods to do this, is this idea that what people co-create, they will sustain. I'll say it again. What your team co-creates, they will sustain. See, have you ever felt like you're banging your head on a wall and going, man, why is this team not getting it? Like I've tried to communicate it, I've tried to draw it out, I've tried to show it to them, and sometimes the communication's not there. What you're saying is not, hitting home. They're not getting it, and sometimes that's just part of the leadership journey. But we can't give up. We have to learn how to adjust as leaders to say, okay, how am I communicating this, and how is it being received? What am I saying? Am I not actually speaking in a frequency that they're understanding? Because I've noticed that when a team gets it, when a team player goes, hey, I understand this idea, I've understand this vision now, it's incredible how things just move forward. It's incredible how things activate. So this is what I want to say as a leader. You should always be a visionary. You should always be giving vision, so then people understand the big picture, so they can dream and going, okay, I have an idea where we want to go. The disconnect happens though when we're talking about mission and how that how we're going to activate and how we're going to move forward. What are the things that need to happen to be able to get us to that vision? So one of the key secrets is invite people to co-create the process with you. Invite people, invite your team to be on mission with you and to help you problem solve, to help you navigate through challenges, to help you come up with ideas. Allow them to feel the ownership by co-creating this whole process, and then you're going to see them buy into vision like you've never seen them do before. And it's very cool because you don't have to be the man. You don't have to be the woman. You don't have to be the person that has to have all the answers. And I think sometimes we think we do. We think that we need to have everything figured out or it's not going to work. Listen, people do need leadership. People need encouragement. They do need motivation. Sometimes they need a little push. Sometimes they need a little pull. And that is part of that. We need to inspire our team. We need to learn how our team thinks, how they work, personalities, strengths, weaknesses, all of that. And that's what a leader can be really good at, making sure that we continue to believe in the team. We continue to say, hey, get back up. We got this. You got this. You are doing a great job. It's important to pour belief into a team. But you can do that while still passing on responsibility and saying, hey, what do you think about that? How do you see that? You know what? Sometimes a team is going to suggest something that is not in line with the way you would necessarily do it. But you got to figure this out, that not everything has to be done the way you want to do it. You know, this whole idea, you don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room. Well, if that's going to be true, then you're going to have to learn to practice this ability of buying into their ideas and buying into the methodologies of how they think of things. And that's okay. And sometimes you might interject and go, hey, actually, I think this might be a better way. Or actually, I think this would be the best way to go through this because, and you might give some reasons of the things that you've experienced. I mean, the things where you've learned along the way where you failed and you don't want to repeat that. So you can bring and invite the team, but you invite them by conversation. You invite them by discussion and hearing them out. You don't always have to be a yes leader to your team. And there's reasons in place and a time for that. But yeah, when was the last time that you actually took an input? When was the last time you actually took an idea and said, hey, that's a great thought and let's do that? And when was the last time you passed on credit? Remember, as leaders, we're not here to be like, hey, I'm the one and it's meant to be for you to be in the spotlight and take all the credit. Pass on the credit, invite the team in, because what people co-create, they will sustain. It is amazing when our teams buy into the vision and they help put that together, when they helped put the mission together and they had some time into it, they put effort into it, thought into it, when they have felt that they bought in that sense, well, now they own it. Now it's not as simple as being careless with the vision. It's not as easy as saying, well, we'll see when I get around to it, or I'm not too sure. It's incredible when people buy into the vision. They're going to shock you. They're going to surprise you because they're actually, I've seen it more times than I can admit, that they do it better than you. And that's okay, because we want to keep our minds, our eyes set on the vision. Are we on track to completing the overall vision? Sometimes how we get there doesn't actually really matter. We want to make sure we don't compromise. We want to make sure that we stay on course and we're doing what our core values, our mission and vision say, and we're not going off track. But if we can stay on track in that, and we bring teams on and people on to support, to help, to lead, to actually create, and to to be actually put it into action, well, we're going to get the work done, and we're going to surprise ourselves, and we're going to get things done better than we ever thought. We're going to do things well. We're going to do things great and not be average on it, not be mediocre on it. And we're going to have longevity. People are going to sustain this because they're going to see that there's value. People are going to feel valued. People, your team is going to feel heard. They're going to feel like, okay, I can actually contribute because I matter. I matter on this team. I matter on this project. I matter in the direction that this is going. And yeah, things are going to happen where team members are going to fall off, and they're going to, find new passions, new purpose. They're going to find new things that they want to do. Things happen in seasons. But overall, you're going to have team members that are going to commit, and they're going to be with you. And you know what? They're going to have your back because they know that you have their back. They know that they can trust you, and they know that you're predictable, and they know that you're on the team, that you're for them and not against them. And it's a beautiful thing when you can build a culture where people work together to co-create, to create things together, that it's not only the effort of the team, but the credit goes to the team. I really want you to think about that today, and think about where in your life have you maybe been a little bit selfish in your leadership. And maybe it's time to be a little bit selfless and invite others onto the team, get them on vision, in the same vision, get them on mission, get them to be part of the team, bring this unification together and allow everybody to impact. And man, you're not only going to go far, you probably will go fast at some point as well, but you're going to be effective, you're going to be on purpose, and you're going to do great things. So be a leader that is mindful, is conscious about how the team is leading. Allow them to have input so that they can create with you. Don't fall into the trap that you have to be the one. Be the person that thinks about the team. And man, it's going to be a difference maker. I get pumped about that. I get fired up about that, because let's make sure that we're leading well that way, so we can actually create good impact. I want you to think on that today, because this podcast is about talking about things that matter. And one of the things I'm fired up and passionate about is talking about how to lead well, because that matters. And being a team player matters. Treating people well matters. And inviting people onto a team matter. And so go try it out. Let me know how that's going. Let me know what you've learned. You probably are leading well. You probably are doing good teamwork. Let me know what you think on that and how that's helped you out. And let's continue to sharpen each other and continue to impact the world. It's a win-win when the leader leads well. And let's continue doing that. I'll catch you in the next episode. And we'll see you then.